This is one of the strangest stories that occurred in the long military intervention of the United States in Afghanistan. A group of the United States Special Forces fought and killed a giant of more than 4 meters high near a cave in Afghanistan. Several witnesses affirm that the battle not only took the life of an American soldier, but the government took the enormous corpse of the attacker and took it to the United States. According to one of the interviews conducted by the researcher La Marzulli, a team of special forces operating in Afghanistan in 2002, he met one of the creatures while a patrol was searching for a lost unity in an isolated part of the country. The soldier tells Marzulli that his unit made its way along a goat path near a cave, where the team noticed an unusual pattern of rocks, bones, and an ominous broken piece of communications equipment of the type used by the United States military. A finger 38 centimeters long found in Egypt, evidence of the Nephilim. While thinking about this, the team was surprised by a man at least 4 to 6 meters high. The creature had long, red hair and answered an operator, identified as Dan, with a pica-type weapon. The rest of the team opened fire, firing repeatedly at the creature in the face and finally killing him. The total combat time was only 30 seconds. After the fight, while lamenting the fall of its companion, the army sent a helicopter to transfer it to the creature. "It was too big, I could not move," said the soldier. "That smelled like a corpse that has been in decomposition for a while." The communication was sent that we had a very large, possibly human, creature. But soldiers were then told to rewrite their post-action reports. "So we had to write back to the way they wanted it," the man claimed. The soldier confirmed that the giant was armed with a weapon similar to the type Marzulli identified as the Spear Nephilim, which was found in another location and linked to other evidence of the existence of this creature. Spear Nephilim. Other sources are compatible with this strange story. George Norrie, host of the popular radio program Coast to Coast, interviewed a pilot of a C-130 which states they transported the corpse of the giant to a base in Ohio, USA. The driver who transported the giant shared its description of it on the transport pallet after it was dead. He had 6 toes on his hands and feet, his feet about 6 feet in size, but it was difficult to determine his height because he was in a fetal position. He suggested that the charge was the corpse of a man of 4 meters, whose weight was more than 700 kilograms, had 6 fingers on the hands and feet. Another operator who spoke with Marzulli said that these in power have an established interest in keeping the story disguised. If the narrative suggests that the Bible is accurate, they will not want that, he said. If it goes against Darwinian evolution, that is not spoken of. This soldier testified that there were rumors in his base in Afghanistan about the intervention with what is known as the Giant of Kandahar. "We started hearing a rumor about a unit that killed what they called a very tall person," he told Marzulli. "I came to find out that the person they killed was actually 3 times the size of a man, had additional digits in his hands and feet, and had red hair. And I wanted this target. We had heard that they had killed this inside a cave or in the mouth of a cave." The soldier alleged that the rumor was actually widespread among the military forces in Afghanistan. "It was common knowledge among the military here, this," he said. "Years later I came to know, when I had returned from Afghanistan and had met other military members who had not been in operations with me. If you mention the Kandahar giant, they would know about that." He confessed that the story sounds ridiculous. First one, he thinks this must be a joke, this has to be a hoax, he admitted. Then, things go down in a certain way, and you keep hearing, you start to realize that it's not a joke. They told us to keep our weapons up, which means you're usually ready to put two in the way, chest or head, but told us that we put it on the head of a man and we put it on top. So we wonder why they want to fire the shots higher than the head of a man? The Book of 2000 Giants Year-old describes how Nephilim were exterminated. The soldier also said local people told stories about giants seemingly ridiculous attacking humans, even ate them. We could hear the local talk of rumors of these giants, he said. They said that they lived in the caves and ate people, they were cannibals. At that time, they compared it to the stories of Bigfoot in the United States. Every culture has this kind of folklore. Military had killed something. The soldier looked thoughtful. Marzulli criticized what he called a government effort to cover up the spectacular story and prevent those involved from speaking. People have a right to know about these things, he said. If there are beings of 5 or 6 meters prowling around the earth and our soldiers have brought them down, we have the right, as the United States citizens, to know about it. It points back to the prophetic biblical narrative